Today we're in a county with not one but two national parks, one famous for its chalky hills, the other for its gorsy forest. Find out where we are in just a moment. In today's show, I'll be helping a couple desperate to flee the urban jungle of London for a peaceful retreat in the countryside.
Nicely done.
Nice. Ta-da!
Oh, my word. A sunken bath.
Yeah.
But they want their rural dream to come with a bit of luxury. Will our mystery house fit the bill?
Very nicely done, but you can't entertain in here, I don't think.
Here we are in Hampshire with the South Downs National Park in the east and this, the New Forest National Park in the west. The New Forest was created in 1079 by William the Conqueror, no less, as a royal hunting ground. Luckily, they didn't hunt everything because these New Forest ponies survive to this day and they're a protected species. They're even allowed right-of-way on the roads. Today's couple really are the most city of city dwellers. They live right slap bang in the middle of London. So let's find out what it is about Hampshire that makes them think this could be a perfect escape. Luke and Rachel are high-flying lawyers who have spent the last 15 years living and working in central London. Home is in a modern apartment block overlooking St Paul's Cathedral. Many city dwellers would give their eye teeth to live right in the heart of London like this, but the charms of urban living have faded for them and they want to change their city life for a country one.
My dream for moving to the country is to wake up in the morning and hear the birds singing and to look out over green fields rather than being surrounded by a construction site and with planes overhead.
Yes, and for me it's about getting up in the morning, walking to the village shop to buy a newspaper, maybe a nice Sunday roast in the village pub, and a walk back over the country fields.
That all sounds idyllic. Location is all important for Luke and Rachel as they're keen to be close to their relatives.
The area we've been focusing on so far has been Hampshire because that's where Luke's mother is and my mother lives quite close.
My mother's not getting any younger, so it would be quite nice if at some stage she could come and move in with us.
So we're looking for a granny flat, and there are also a few other things on their list.
My absolute must for our dream house is a big downstairs entertaining space. Big open plan kitchen, plenty of room for friends, family to come around and have drinks and dinner.
Maybe somewhere to put a little vegetable patch in, growing potatoes and tomatoes, somewhere for chickens. I'm quite a keen golfer, so I'd like to explore that a little bit more in the countryside.
There's plenty of evidence in support of a country life, but it's not quite case closed.
So far as the style of property is concerned, I think we are not wedded to a particular modern or period property. Our big no-no is low ceilings and beams. When it comes to deciding on our dream home, I think we'll probably agree, provided Luke can have a bit of a reality check.
Yes, I have no doubt we will agree, because I will just say, yes, Rachel, that's lovely.
I'm not sure it's going to be quite that easy, but one thing that is for certain is their handsome finances.
Our budget for this move is £1.5 million.
Usually at this point of the show, I'd be saying, well, they haven't really got enough money and there's not that many properties out there. There's going to have to be a compromise. But actually, they've got a really good budget. This part of Hampshire is full of £1 million properties. So the challenge for us is actually, can we find a property that really sets them up, that gives them those big modern interiors for entertaining and the country allure, something that is going to express what Rachel and Luke want to be for the rest of their life. Luke and Rachel covet the rural charms of Hampshire, so we'll be focusing today's search around the New Forest in the southwest of the county, which has lots of pretty villages and good transport links to London. We'll be showing them some fantastic properties, but I won't be revealing the prices of each until they've had a guess first. And there's our mystery house, which is their chance to expect the unexpected. I'm interested in this big move of yours, because it really is a big move. Is it going to be the one and final move?
We don't want to do this again. We want our forever home, our dream home, so that we can spend the rest of our lives down here.
Yeah, and we've both been city dwellers for many years, and coming down to the country is absolutely what we want to do.
And is this going to be, are you going to entertain? Is this going to be the place where all your friends come down?
It's certainly my dream. Certainly one of the things I'm very much looking for is a big kitchen with entertaining space so we can have all our friends round, family Christmases, that kind of thing. Basically, we want to be the hosts.
What's your dream scenario?
Probably a village or edge of village location so that we can still walk to a pub, to a village shop.
Excellent.
Having a nice garden, you know, maybe growing vegetables.
But you've got a lovely budget. It's a real joy to show you round. So let's get in the car and find something.
Fantastic.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
For a maximum budget of £1.5 million, Luke and Rachel would like a large house with a minimum of 5 bedrooms. Keen for great entertainment space, an absolute essential is a large reception room and good-sized kitchen. They'd like at least half an acre of land so Luke can potter in the garden and try his hand at growing vegetables. And an annex or downstairs bedroom for Luke's mother. With their desire for rural beauty in mind, I'm taking our buyers to the hamlet of Shobley near Ringwood. And with the New Forest on their doorstep, Luke and Rachel will have all the country walks they could ever wish for. And I think our first house will give them all the entertaining space they both want too.
Good grief.
Here we have it.
Wow.
1930s building. You can see the style. You've got 6 garages
We need
for
some
your
more
many
cars.
cars. What are your first impressions?
It's amazing.
It's very, very impressive. It's a lovely driveway. It looks a huge house. We have only got 1 car, so 5 garages.
Better start saving.
Well, absolutely, yeah,
I
absolutely.
love the fact that it looks symmetrical. Stunning.
Because you've got the A31, which is a pretty noisy
You can
road.
hear that.
But once you get into the house, that's not a factor anymore.
And
So-
a lovely garden at the front as well.
That's the least of your garden.
Oh, right.
Oh, my word.
Good first impressions, so let's hope the inside can live up to their expectations.
Come on in.
Wow.
Talk about party space.
It's big, huh?
Seen the disco floor?
Yeah. Come here, you get the full extent. When you said you wanted a modern interior,
Yes, beautiful.
That will do it.
so thumbs up for this bit.
Definitely.
No, super.
Good, let's go and look at the reception room.
Great.
So that was a hit, and hopefully the open-plan drawing room won't disappoint either.
Wow.
Very different.
Do you like it, or do you not so keen?
It's not to my taste at all, this room. I think it feels a bit long and thin. It doesn't feel very cosy.
I think that's what I'm slightly struggling with. I don't know what I would do with this space, because I'm not sure I would want the dining room. I'd rather entertain in the kitchen.
OK, so I mean, it is actually very simple downstairs. There is a family room at the other end, but it's essentially these 3 massive rooms. Let's take a look upstairs.
Super.
Before we explore the rest of the downstairs, let's take a look at where they would sleep.
Here is the master.
Oh, super
That
size.
is enormous.
It's big, huh?
Yeah.
Lots and lots of space.
Where's the cupboard space?
Well, behind you have a walk-in wardrobe.
My dream
Yeah,
of
your
a dressing
area.
room.
Yeah, yeah.
And in this cupboard, you ready? Ta-da!
Oh, my word. A sunken bath.
Yeah.
This is
Very cleverly done.
enormous. It's an ensuite.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Beautiful room.
Yes, this house just keeps on growing and growing. There's 3 more large double bedrooms on this floor, 2 of which are en suite, and a further family bathroom. Back downstairs, there's still more to show them. There's a separate ground floor annex, which I think could work well for Luke's mother.
This is a little bit more scaled down.
This is very cosy.
Oh, perfect, actually. Yeah.
So this is the annex
Mum.
wing that's, in a way, perfect for your mum, because it's got a kitchen, a bedroom and a bathroom all on one level.
Great.
No, it's a good idea. No, it's perfect for her, actually.
Right, well, so this is the annex wing, but there are more surprises in the garden, so come
Great.
with me.
The property comes with its very own spa block, which has got a large indoor swimming pool, a gymnasium, and there's also an outdoor tennis court.
Here we get a view of the garden, although it spreads all over everywhere. It's 2 acres of garden.
Say about the road noise.
Yes, the road is inescapable fact of the house.
Yes, no, I think that's right.
So in terms of what you've got, I mean, there's a lot on offer here. What do you think the price of this property would be?
I think I'd probably say about 1.3 million.
OK, I think that's optimistic. I would say, given the amount of grounds, 1.6.
Well, a little in between, but much closer to yours. It's on at 1,395,000.
Wow. That's a lot of house.
It's a lot of ground.
So, priced at £1,395,000, this fantastic 1930s house certainly has ample entertaining space, with its 2 reception rooms and huge kitchen. There's plenty of room for friends and family to stay, with 4 bedrooms and a granny annex. And there's a huge 2-acre garden. But will this be too much space for them?
All done?
Yes, all done, thank you.
Pull the door. Let's mosey on.
Fantastic.
So it's time to continue the business of finding a home for Luke and Rachel. As they're after a quiet spot, we are heading to the tiny village of East Dean. As they still need to commute to London for work, it's a great choice, as it's only 12 miles to Salisbury, which has excellent rail links to London. Our buyers want to escape the noise and pressure of city living, and it doesn't get more peaceful than East Dean, where there are no shops, just the ancient church of St Winfrith's, and one pub should they need a watering hole.
OK. Different kettle of fish here.
Very different.
Much quieter.
Yeah.
Much quieter.
Beautiful, yeah. Lovely entrance as you came through. I love it.
This is an 18th century cottage. You can see where the chimney would have been the end of the original cottage. And then from the chimney left would have been a barn. So this is a cottage and barn conversion. And I know that's not what you put top of your list, but nonetheless, we brought you here because we think this is actually a super property. But I'll let you be the judge of that as you walk around.
Lovely.
So far so good on the outside, but they might be in for a bit of a shock on the inside.
Come on in. To another kitchen diner.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Nice. Interesting. Beams.
Beams.
Beams, not our favourite.
I think I said definite no-no.
If you painted these all a nice kind of bleached out chalky white, you would immediately feel that they were about a foot higher.
Yes. Well, it's absolutely what we didn't want, but I'm kind of liking it.
Yes.
You know, I need to see more of the house. And this feels OK.
Yes, it does.
It does.
It does.
It's hearty
Keep us-
Christmases.
keep us cosy.
Around the table, yeah.
Well, if you want hearty Christmases,
Right.
Downstairs there's a handy utility area, and there's also a cosy family room.
No low ceilings here.
no low ceilings, but still some beams.
Still some beams.
This was where I was thinking you could have a good family Christmas.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And it's beautiful on a summer's day like this, but it would really work in the winter as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm picturing like a big Christmas party with children, and imagine the games of sardines you could play in this house. Awesome.
That's definitely right.
Before we look upstairs, one more room.
Off this grand reception, I think there's a room that might be ideal for Luke's mum.
Tiny little room here at the end.
Oh, yeah, right.
Fabulous
That's
room.
a big room,
It's
too.
a big room, isn't it?
Yeah, that's super, actually.
Now, there are options in this house for Mama. This might be one of them.
Yes, this would work very well if we could get a little bed-sitting room and an ensuite somewhere.
They're certainly warming to this place, so I'm hoping the first floor will deliver, providing they don't mind the odd beam or two.
Here is... well, this is their master bedroom.
Lovely. Very nice.
Beam.
There's a beam.
A beam right
Just
above
a
my
single
bed.
beam. Yeah, a
I
beam.
think that one would definitely have to be painted white.
Yes.
but I think that would be doable.
And they've got a lot of storage. You've got a sort of walk-in dressing room there and a big
lovely.
ensuite.
Oh, fabulous. Views over the garden as well.
Oh, that is absolutely
Isn't that great?
gorgeous
Yeah.
on all sides.
That's very. I can't remember the last time I saw a bathroom with double aspect.
No, exactly. So you can look out both sides and it makes it so lovely and light. No, I definitely spend many hours soaking in them.
Lovely. Yeah.
Definitely.
Very nice.
On the far side of the galleried landing, there's a country house-style guest bedroom with its own ensuite, and a further 3 bedrooms with bright interiors. There's also a family bathroom with whitewashed floorboards. Outside, there's an expansive garden which runs down to the River Dun, and a further 2 acres of private woodland beyond.
I can see some fabulous garden parties
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You'd lose a few people, I suspect.
into the stream.
And
Yes.
into the woods.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fabulous.
All the best garden
Lovely.
parties end in the woods. If you live here, if you buy it, which of course is dependent on the price.
I'm going to go for 1.45, I think.
I think it's less than that. I think I'm going to go 1.15.
Well, yet again, it's somewhere in between. And once again, it's close to you. It's actually on the market for 1.2.
Wow, that's a great price.
At £1.2 million, this house is comfortably under their budget. It's a barn conversion set in a small rural village. It's got a double-height reception room, perfect for entertaining. And with 5 bedrooms, there should be enough space for their family and friends to stay over. But will the beams leave Rachel feeling exposed?
Lovely.
But let's
Beautiful.
go and collect ourselves at the end of the day.
Great.
As the day closes over Hampshire, our buyers have the time to consider the properties they've already seen and anticipate what the mystery house might have in store.
For the mystery house, we've reined things in, gone a little bit smaller, and retreated from the wilds of the countryside. So let's see how they like that.
Now for the mystery house, and we've hopped just across the border to Ferndown in Dorset. It's further away than the other 2 houses I've shown them, but it's still just commutable to London from Bournemouth, which is 7 miles away. Ferndown itself is a town, but it's still surrounded by countryside and open fields. And for golfer Luke, there's a championship course which could seriously help swing our mystery property right into their thinking.
Whew, another exhausting walk up one of your drives.
It's a long way up.
So, what do you think of this?
Wow. Fabulous.
That is not what I was expecting.
No, not at all.
That is really stunning and big.
It is quite large again, yes.
Again.
Yeah.
This is actually 14 years old,
Is that all?
so it's
Right.
absolutely top spec.
Yeah.
And you've got a golf course, championship golf course, literally across the road, because I know you like to...
I spotted that on the way in, actually, yeah.
You're really in the middle of a community and not way out in the countryside. Shall we have a look inside?
Yes, please, yeah.
Ah, maybe we've hit the jackpot with this house. The inside will reveal all.
Ah,
What a fireplace.
Yeah, now that's the biggest fireplace we've shown you, isn't it? Almost a
nice
proper
stroke.
inglenook.
yes, yeah, that's nice.
It's a real feature of this room.
And the only beam in the property.
It's above the fireplace.
It's above
I
the
can live with that.
fireplace. Really?
That's fine.
Good.
I think it would be cosy in here.
So I think this you're right, I think this is the sort of cosy sitting room where it's cooler because here you've got a sunroom.
Yes, oh, and this is lovely. Very light, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And a pool.
Beautiful. And what a lovely setting for it.
Yeah, outdoors.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about
Yes, absolutely.
that. Well, there's lots more to see.
Yeah.
Yes. Either way.
This is going very well. We might have actually found Luke and Rachel their ideal home.
So we go in here. One of the things about the house is that there are lots of rooms.
Yes. Another
So-
sitting room.
Exactly. So this is essentially the morning sitting room. You can see that you get all the light comes in here in
Right.
the mornings.
And what a beautiful aspect, actually.
And this is where you have your morning coffee.
Beautiful.
Read the papers.
Yeah. Lovely, lovely.
What is interesting, there is a formal dining room
Right.
and then a kitchen as well. So let's go and look at that, because I know that's very important for you.
It is.
The all-important kitchen.
Yeah, lovely.
Small.
It is smaller than the ones we've seen.
You've been spoilt.
We have.
Yes, I
No,
think we
quite right.
have. Very nicely done, but you can't entertain in here, I don't think.
Yeah. That is the thing, because you've got a separate dining room, separate sitting rooms. It's more of a parcelled house, more of a formal house. than the
Yes,
ones we've seen.
that's definitely right.
I mean, this is a very expensive kitchen they've put in.
It's a
But
very nice kitchen.
and
Maybe a
notice
little
the
bit-
beams? That's what happens when you paint beams white.
I hadn't noticed them.
Quite. That's what I mean.
A little bit higher on the ceiling there.
Well, there is more.
Super.
Sounds like we haven't quite sealed the deal on this one yet, but I'm going to show them a study and another conservatory that could make a perfect bedroom and sitting room for Luke's mum.
Oh, fantastic, yeah.
So this is the extension.
I mean, this could be a room for Mum.
This is what we were thinking.
She would love this because she loves the outside garden.
beautiful
She could
view
sit
over
there
there.
in the morning and there in the afternoon. She would love this.
Yeah. Ideal.
It is
Yeah,
ideal.
very well done. Very good.
Because upstairs is much more conventional. You've got 4 bedrooms
Right.
and a big master bedroom. So let's look at that.
Okay.
I get the feeling it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other with this house. Let's see if the upstairs can tip the balance.
This is the master.
Oh, just spotting other bits.
Yeah. So you've got a big
yeah.
dressing room area
Oh, my
here.
word, that's huge.
Yep.
Now, that is your dream, isn't it?
That certainly is. You've managed to find 3 dressing rooms and 3 properties.
Oh, yes. And then a big ensuite there.
This is a great size, actually.
Wow, this is huge.
That's a great
It's the
size.
size of a bedroom.
Yeah, super size. Yeah, lovely.
There are 3 more bedrooms on this floor, all of them generous doubles, and 2 of them are en suite. There's also a family bathroom.
Of all the properties I've showed you, this is the smallest in terms of footprint of land, because it's just under an acre. What do you think this property is on the market for?
I'm going to go in at 975,000.
And I was going to plumb for a figure around 999,950.
Sadly, you're both wrong. Because this is actually the most expensive house. This is
You're kidding me.
£1.4 million.
Okay. We don't know the area, I suppose. And it's
Because
a
we're
nice street.
edging closer to sandbanks. It's a very exclusive sort of like belt of property.
Right. Right.
That does surprise me.
Yes.
Actually,
How much
that
it is.
it's that much more than at least the second property that we saw.
With a guide price of £1.4 million, this new build house is the most expensive we have shown them. It does give them plenty of space, with 2 reception rooms, a formal dining room, a large study, 2 fantastic conservatories, and 4 bedrooms.
All done?
All done, thank you.
All done.
Good. Come with me.
Thank you very much.
I'm fairly sure I saw Rachel's eyes light up as we were going around the Misty House. It seemed to be the right proportions, lots of things she liked, and then it was killed dead by the price. But I am very interested to see how the whole series of 3 properties have changed Luke and Rachel's ideas about this dream country house that's going to express so much about them. So, let's go find out. Well, I hope it's been an, thought-provoking few days, because we've seen quite a lot of different properties. So the first one we showed you was big 1930s property, lots of outbuildings, lots of space, big light kitchen.
Inside, that kitchen was absolutely spectacular. I mean, my dream entertaining space. I can certainly imagine having a number of parties there. But the big killer for me was actually the road noise.
And Luke, what about you?
Yeah, it was a very grand, very theatrical sort of house. Perhaps it was a bit too grand for us, and it was the location, not so much the noise, that I wasn't convinced by.
Now, the second house really gave you all the things you didn't want, and yet it seemed to grow on you.
I loved the second house, actually. A bit beamy inside. The ceilings in the main, were high enough, and I just loved the outside of that house with the little tinkling stream running by.
I did find myself growing to love the property. I thought the downstairs living room was just spectacular, but I think I would need to go back and take another look on a gloomy day, for example, and see if those beams really do it for me.
And the Mystery House. Now, this was a shock in terms of the price, but what did you think of the house?
I think the house as a whole was probably my favourite. Certainly I thought the outside was just delightful. The killer for me was the kitchen and the entertaining space.
Yeah, and I think for me, location again, it didn't feel particularly rural or semi-rural, so I still think a village or edge of village location would be my ideal.
So are there any of them that you would revisit, any of them that you would sort of, you know, take another look at or proceed with? Or?
I think we'd like to explore the area around the second house, I think, before going back there, just to sort of check out the local village, some of the local pubs. I don't think any of the three were our dream house.
So no dream house for you, Luke, but I'm duty-bound to check. Rachel?
I would actually disagree with Luke. I don't think we found our dream home, but I do think I would like to take another look at the second property in spite of the beams.
Great. That's wonderful. That's great news. And we want to be top of the guest list of your first big country bash.
Have no fear. Have no fear.
Yeah. No, it's been fabulous. Thank you, Alison.
Thank you very much. We thoroughly enjoyed it.
As Luke and Rachel were summing up there, Rachel said something that really jumped out at me. She said, yes, I've got it. This is going to be my entertaining house. And for all the reasons that we buy houses, especially a big house in the countryside, that's got to be a good one. You want all your friends to come happily and gather at your home and really enjoy themselves. So even though we didn't really find their dream property, I think we can be proud that we helped them focus on what it was that they wanted. So that's all we have time for today on the show, but do join us next time for more property adventures in beautiful rural Britain.
If you want to escape to the country in Wales, Northern Ireland, England, Scotland or even further afield to the continent and need our help, please apply online at bbc.co.uk/beonashow.
Today we're in a county with not one but two national parks, one famous for its chalky hills, the other for its gorsy forest. Find out where we are in just a moment.
In today's show, I'll be helping a couple desperate to flee the urban jungle of London for a peaceful retreat in the countryside.
Nicely done.
Nice.
Oh, my word. A sunken bath.
Yeah.
But they want their rural dream to come with a bit of luxury. Will our mystery house fit the bill?
Very nicely done, but you can't entertain in here, I don't think.
Here we are in Hampshire with the South Downs National Park in the east and this, the New Forest National Park in the west. The New Forest was created in 1079 by William the Conqueror, no less, as a royal hunting ground. Luckily, they didn't hunt everything because these New Forest ponies survive to this day and they're a protected species. They're even allowed right-of-way on the roads. Today's couple really are the most city of city dwellers. They live right slap bang in the middle of London. So let's find out what it is about Hampshire that makes them think this could be a perfect escape.
Luke and Rachel are high-flying lawyers who have spent the last 15 years living and working in central London. Home is in a modern apartment block overlooking St Paul's Cathedral. Many city dwellers would give their eye teeth to live right in the heart of London like this, but the charms of urban living have faded for them and they want to change their city life for a country one.
My dream for moving to the country is to wake up in the morning and hear the birds singing and to look out over green fields rather than being surrounded by a construction site and with planes overhead.
Yes, and for me it's about getting up in the morning, walking to the village shop to buy a newspaper, maybe a nice Sunday roast in the village pub, and a walk back over the country fields.
That all sounds idyllic. Location is all important for Luke and Rachel as they're keen to be close to their relatives.
The area we've been focusing on so far has been Hampshire because that's where Luke's mother is and my mother lives quite close.
My mother's not getting any younger, so it would be quite nice if at some stage she could come and move in with us.
So we're looking for a granny flat, and there are also a few other things on their list.
My absolute must for our dream house is a big downstairs entertaining space. Big open plan kitchen, plenty of room for friends, family to come around and have drinks and dinner.
Maybe somewhere to put a little vegetable patch in, growing potatoes and tomatoes, somewhere for chickens,